Hi everybody, Tina here with Loving Life's Little Blessings, and this is just a really quick Luvin Life album update for you guys. The last time you saw, the last time I did an update, I was like right around week 16, which is pretty caught up. Like that's about where we all are for, as far as that's the week we're on. That's about, if you're caught up, that's about where you are. So I needed to journal. So this is what I've done. So I went back and I journaled. Sometimes I get it in my head like, oh, I want to spend some time and type out that journaling and make it really nice. And the last few weeks I've just really got behind. So I have a small little confession. When I would hear people say, like I'm on some like Project Life groups, and when I would get comments or emails, or I would see people comment on the groups that they were so behind in their albums and they were doing the Project Lifestyle, I would think, you're crazy. How are you behind? Like, this is the simplest form of scrapbooking ever. Like, I have been so caught up at times that I have been sad because I've been wanting to scrapbook or, do some Project Life or like be creative, and literally been so caught up in my album I had nothing to do. So it was really, I didn't really understand how people could get behind. Well, the last month, April, was a crazy, crazy month for us in our house, and we had, it felt like for 3 weeks straight, we just, like, I had no time to even breathe. So I wasn't keeping up on my album. Like, I wasn't doing it every Friday. I wasn't coming in and sitting and doing stuff, and I got behind in taking photos, and I kind of got out of the mode of taking photos, and so I kind of just really got behind. So as we're approaching like the first week of May here, I've got back with it. I went back and I did all my journaling, and I just decided to go ahead and handwrite my journaling. I was getting too behind, and it was piling up, and I was feeling like I just really needed to do it. So I went ahead and I went back and I did all my journaling. I just wrote some of it I just wrote right on the pattern paper. Where else did I do that? I did that here. Oh, and I did that here. And okay, so let's be honest, it doesn't look pretty. Like, it's not like this really pretty, beautiful layout where everything just looks amazing and is so perfect and prim and proper. But you know what? I don't care. That's kind of what the conclusion I came to. I would love it if this was all typed out and nicely done and there was an embellishment to attach it to this. But you know what? Life is busy. That's why I stopped doing traditional scrapbooking, and that's why I changed to Project Life. And so I went ahead and I hand wrote it, and I'm just going to be okay with that. I'm going to move on. So I did all that. I did my journaling. I just hand wrote my journaling, wrote it out, got that done. And then I needed to do a title card. I did week right here. And so funny, I was using this roller stamp. So this is the roller stamp from Stampin' Up, and it's just you guys know what a roller stamp is. I'm sure tons of you guys use these roller type stamps, and you roll the date, and then, you stamp your date on. Okay, so I'm not used to using this, and I was like figuring out the numbers, and I was like, okay, it can't be that hard. Like, these are pretty self-explanatory, and I'm filling with it. So I get it on there and I ink it up and I stamp it, and I stamped it upside down. So I needed to have my stamp turned and stamp it, and it stamped upside down. So I just stamped the other side upside down, and then I just put a little note. So funny. I said, so funny. I'm getting used to using a date stamp. Oops. Like, I wasn't going to redo all of that. Like, I don't have the time. So it's just nonsense to redo it. So I just went ahead and made a little note, and it'll just be funny. I'll look back on that and laugh. So I did that, and then I got to this week. I still have a little bit of journaling to do, but like my main journaling I got done, and my printer is down. So I have stuff that I need to print out to put here, and I haven't been able to do that. So what I have found is that in order for me to know what's going on in my album and to stay kind of up to date and feel like I'm not getting like really behind, I have to have my weeks kind of laid out. So you can see this is week 17, April 21st through the 27th. I know I have photos. I need to go through my phone and go ahead and put down where my photos are going to go. But you can see it's kind of laid out. And then same thing with this. It's sort of already laid out for me, and then I'll be getting ready to go right into May. And so I kind of do about 3 weeks in advance to where I just go ahead and slip in cards and get that ready so that if something's happening and it is really busy, I still know I can just slip my photos in and go back and do my journaling later. And I don't have to do anything really fancy if I don't want to. So some of my weeks are really fun and do look really fancy, and I love them. This is a week that I loved putting together, and I had so much fun doing it, but I just had a little bit more time that week. So don't get discouraged. If you're behind, first, it's really easy to get caught up. It's really, really easy to just get those photos printed and get them in. And then second, find what works for you, and maybe do some weeks in advance so that you can just begin getting your pictures, getting them slipped in the pockets, and it kind of helps me in my mind stay organized as to where I'm at. So those are my tips. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Over on my website today is kind of a behind the scenes look at the way we design our Love and Life kits. Wendy Cranford from Love and Stampin' Up! And I do these kits every month, and we thought it would be fun to just share some behind the scenes work as to how those all come together. So make sure you head on over there. If you're on YouTube, make sure you head over there and check that out. Super fun. So thank you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend and come back next week. I'll have lots more fun stuff going on. So thanks guys, I'll talk to you later.